Hello there, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me for this video. I really do appreciate it. Today I have an empties for you, and I always say that I'm going to do these more frequently and hopefully have less items, and that never seems to be the case. But I've broken it up into categories this time to hopefully have it not take too long and also make it a little bit more organized in case there's specific empties that you are looking to hear about. So it's categorized for you instead of just being random. I also do not have endless time because I'm planning to do a sort of hangout with games with my family later, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can for you. But I'm going to start off with the category of skincare body care. Starting off with a frequent empties item, and that is Bath & Body Works foaming hand soaps. I'm sure we're all probably going through a bit more soap these days with having to wash our hands so much, but the first empty is the Winter Candy Apple Scent. I do enjoy this from their holiday line and would get it again next holiday season. I also have a Frosted Coconut Snowball, again another one that I like. And then Fiji White Sands, more of a summery scent, but again one that I do like. And even though it is only just turned April when I'm recording this, and things are just starting to bud right now, I do feel like for some reason my seasonal allergies have kicked it up a notch because I'm very sniffly today and even a little bit stuffy. So if you hear that, that is what's going on, and hopefully it isn't too noticeable and won't last too long. But the next item is a lotion from Bath & Body Works, the Frosted Coconut Snowball scent, and this is one that I was keeping at work. I usually do have a lotion at work with me because my hands do get very dry at work just because the soap there is a drying soap, and again with the more hand washing, it's nice to have lotion on hand at work so that I can keep my hands from getting super dry there as well. So I had this one at my work for quite a while, but it's finally used up. As I've said about these type of lotions before, I like the scent. Not the best for moisturization, but it does smell good, and I would always get compliments on it when I was wearing it because people seem to enjoy the scent. And then this is the Tree Hut Shave Oil. I've talked about this before, I believe. I really like it. It's replaced my EOS shave cream as being my favorite shaving product. I'm currently using the same product but in a different scent. So if you're looking for a good shaving product, this is one that I would recommend to you. This is in the, I think this might just be a shea butter one. It's not telling me the scent, but the one I have right now is the purple label, which is a different scent, and I like both. Another lotion, this is from Lush. It's their Sleepy Body Lotion. I really do like this lotion. It gives great moisturization. It has a nice calming smell, especially to put on after the shower or before you go to bed at night. And this is definitely one that I will purchase again when I can get to a Lush again. And yeah, it's probably one of my favorites just because of the consistency of it, but also the nice calming smell. And then I used up a sugar scrub. This is the Zoella Beauty Pretty Polished Sugar Scrub. Now, it's not my favorite because it was much too, I think they were going for moisturization, but it just wasn't great as far as scrubs go. It didn't do very well at the scrubbing, but I couldn't repurchase it anyway because they no longer make this brand, but I did want to share with you that I had emptied it. So that is it for that category. Next is miscellaneous items because they didn't really fit into other categories. The first being this sort of supplement that I've been taking. It's collagen, and it's from the brand, well, I'm completely blanking out on the name, and apparently they do not have it anywhere on the package. So maybe it will come to me, and if not, I will definitely link it down below. But it's basically just a powder, and I usually put it into my cup of coffee in the morning, so that way you don't really taste it, but you're getting it into your daily routine. And I'm not a medical expert or anything like that, obviously. I just know they say collagen is supposed to be good for your hair, skin elasticity, possibly even wrinkles, things like that, and it's not doing any harm to me, so I figured why not try it and see how it works. And I do feel like I've seen some difference with it by having it in my coffee every day. So I will make sure to link it below so you can check out the brand if you are interested in trying it for yourself. I have a travel size baby shampoo. I use this to clean my makeup brushes. You can use this, you can use Dawn soap, fancy brush cleaners, whatever works for you. But I do like the baby shampoo, but I typically get the travel size just because it takes up less space and is easier for me than a full-size one. But I have run out of this, have not repurchased another one yet. Might be a little while before I do, but that is something good you could use to clean your makeup brushes if you have it handy. And then this is the Method Daily Shower Cleaner. Now, pretty much the first time I opened this, I dropped it and broke the bottle so that the lid cracked and wouldn't stay. So what I did was just pour the liquid into a separate smaller spray bottle that I had so that I could still use it without it going to waste, but without it also leaking everywhere. But I have completely used it now. I really do like this product for maintaining the cleanliness of my shower without having to do a deep, thorough clean all the time. I still do that when it's needed, but this is a good product for maintaining and keeping it clean kind of in between those deep cleans. Now, not planning any Target trips anytime soon, so if I can get it online, I will, but otherwise I'll have to wait till things get a little bit back to normal before I can go and get more. And the other thing in the miscellaneous category is a nail polish. This is an OPI mini. Unfortunately, with the minis, they don't put the names on them, but it's just kind of a neutral brown color. And while it's not completely empty, as often happens with my nail polishes, I just recently used it and I noticed it wasn't setting correctly even with the base coat and top coat. So it's, it was not completely drying. Anything I would touch, even after it was dry, it wasn't holding up. So it's obviously not good anymore. Time for it to go. Then I have just a couple hair care items. The first being a dry shampoo. This is from Dry Bar and it's their Detox Dry Shampoo. I really do like this formula, and the only thing I would caution you is it is very scented. This is their original scent. I don't know if they have other scents, but it is very scented. It's almost as if you're adding perfume to your hair, and you will smell it on your hair all day long. So just something to keep in mind if you're sensitive to scents or don't want to smell your dry shampoo all day long, then this probably is not the one for you. And the other hair product is a leave-in conditioning treatment from Aussie. It's the 3-minute Miracle Moist Deep Conditioner. Don't mind Duncan back there. He's just supervising things, seeing how we're doing. But I do like this one. It's simple to use in the shower because basically while you're shaving or washing your body, you can have this just sitting in your hair and then you just kind of comb through it, or you don't even have to comb through it, but that's how I would use it, and then rinse it out. But it made my hair look nice. It's an affordable leave-in treatment and I think worked well on my hair. While I don't need any leave-in conditioners or treatments at the moment, it is one that I would get in the future. The next category is makeup. This is the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss, a sample that I got in probably a subscription box. It's a nice shimmery gloss. I didn't find it to be the easiest to apply. It didn't really glide on easily, and while I enjoyed using it, it started to smell off, so I think it's gone bad, and that's why I'm no longer using it. Then I have here a brow gel that I used up from Wet n Wild. It's the Ultimate Brow Mascara, and I like this one. I'm trying to find one that I like even better. The one I'm currently using, I'm not sure about, so still trying out different brow gels to find one that really works great for me. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Next is a primer. It's the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And this was not my favorite as primers go. I think it's supposed to be more mattifying. It definitely goes on white, but I feel as though it might have been a little too mattifying for me, and it's a sample obviously, but is not one that I would go out and repurchase myself. And then this is a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I've had these for quite a while, and especially with being a sample size, they've just dried out, aren't working like they're supposed to, so either they are empty or close to empty, or they've just gone bad, so I'm getting rid of them. The first one is the color Prague, and the other one that I'm getting rid of is the color Monte Carlo. So Prague was a nice kind of magenta color that I did enjoy using. Monte Carlo was a deeper red color, but they've just dried up, and I have other things that I can use that will work better. And then I have a concealer, which I didn't completely empty, but just wasn't working out for me anymore, and I have other concealers that I'm using, so I decided it's time for this to go. Plus I've had it a while, so don't know exactly how long, but I'm just ready to move on from it. It is from First Aid Beauty, and it is the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I feel like I really enjoyed it when I first got it, but as time went on, it just turned out to be one that didn't really work for me because it just didn't give enough coverage. I felt like I was always having to use something else along with it in order to have enough coverage for my dark under eye circles, and by that I don't just mean a color corrector, I mean another concealer. So on its own, it was just not enough coverage for my under eyes. Nothing necessarily bad about it, I just need more coverage personally. And then I have a couple mascara empties. The Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, which I believe I've talked about before, is not a favorite, especially because it gets black under my eyes, but it was a sample that I had gotten, and when I do get them, I try to use them as much as I can so that it's not wasteful. It is not one that I would purchase on my own. But I did discover a mascara that I love that might be my favorite, if not one of my favorite mascaras ever, and that is from Thrive Cosmetics, and this is in the color Bryn, which is rich black. You can only get this, I believe, on their website or in store at Ulta, but you cannot order it online from Ulta because I've tried to do that and it told me that it was an in-store item only. You can also obviously get it from the Thrive Cosmetics website, and what I think makes it so great is that it's a tubing mascara, which I guess freaks some people out, but I'm not going to think about it too much and we should be okay. And it just gives great length, great separation. Once it started drying out, it didn't work as well, but that took quite a long time for it to dry out. And I just love the way that my lashes look with it. Because it's a tubing mascara, it doesn't remove like other mascaras. It kind of comes off in flakes, which takes a little bit of getting used to, but it also ensures that you're kind of getting all of it off as opposed to some staying on your lashes, as happens to me with most other mascaras. One of the things I really love about it is the fact that it just stays on your lashes. So my issue with a lot of mascaras is that even if I only put it on the top lash and not the bottom lashes, sometimes by the end of the day I've got black kind of smudge under my eye from mascara just falling down and landing on my under eye. And that can happen without me touching my eyes or anything. It just naturally, the mascara comes off that way, and that's not a good look. So I try to avoid ones that do that, and this one works really well and does not do that. So if you're looking for a good mascara, I recommend it. Now on to the final and largest category for today, skincare. Starting off with, are you ready for it? Not one, not two, but three Josie Maran moisturizers. Now last Empties I didn't have one, so evidently I've made up for it because I have two of the typical size that I use, which is 2 fluid ounces, and then I have a little mini sample that I got as a point perk or freebie with an order, and that is 0.16 fluid ounces. So I definitely made up for not having one in the last one. And if you're new here, this is my favorite daytime moisturizer. It's got SPF 47. I wear it on my face every day for moisturization, but also to protect my sun from the skin. And it is a mineral sunscreen, not a chemical sunscreen. So I recommend you check it out if you're looking for a good daytime moisturizer with SPF. Next up is a toner from the Body Shop. It's their Tea Tree Skin Clearing Mattifying Toner. And I think this is a much better product for me in the summertime when my skin's a little bit more oily, because I noticed if I used it in the winter, it was a little harsh and a little drying. Now, I didn't use it all the time, mostly on video days when I was trying to remove the makeup. Not using it to remove the makeup, but I would go in with it after a cleanser to make sure that everything was fully removed, because unfortunately my cleanser just did not get everything. But I don't know if it's one that I'll be repurchasing, because I think there are probably slightly less harsh toners out there, and I'd at least like to try out some different ones. And then I used up some eye patches. These are from Patchology, and they are the Flash Patch Rejuvenating Eye Gels, and I unfortunately didn't notice them doing anything spectacular for my under eyes. Well, it's nice to use them and the gels stayed on well and worked well. It's supposed to combat puffiness, fatigue, and dryness, and it probably helped with the dryness, but as far as the other stuff, I don't know if it's worth the price. I didn't notice any amazing results as far as my under eyes go. I used up a sample size of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I do like this for using at night to moisturize my lips. I'm currently using a full-size one, and it is one that I would use again, but I know that there are even better products out there. So as far as purchasing it myself, I would consider it in the future, but I also know there are other ones out there that I would like to try to see if I like them even better. This is an eye cream from Sephora. It's the Brightening Eye Cream with hyaluronic acid to hydrate and depuff. And I like this one as far as moisturization goes, for moisturizing the under eyes in the evening especially. But I didn't personally notice it to be amazingly brightening or depuffing. So it's a good standard eye cream, but if you're looking for it to do miracles, it's not going to do that. Then I used up some makeup remover wipes. These are the Neutrogena Deep Clean Oil-Free Makeup Remover Cleansing Wipes. And I've been buying less and less wipes because I don't love using them on my skin, and it just seems kind of wasteful. I'm more into using like makeup removing balms or oils or things like that now. But I had these for a wedding that I attended that I was doing makeup for, and needed to be able to quickly remove things if it didn't work out. So I finally used those up, and the reason I had gone with these is because it said that they didn't leave any greasy residue, which is what I was going for when I was going to be applying makeup. Didn't want to leave any greasy residue behind for putting makeup on top of that. And then this is another, I guess you'd say, remover. It's the Sephora Triple Action Cleansing Water. Yeah, cleansing water. So it kind of, I think, is supposed to be like a micellar water, something like that. I liked it, but it's not something that I'd personally run out to purchase again, because there are other products I happen to prefer for makeup removal over this one, such as the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. Now, I have not had the best of luck with Tatcha products. A lot of them that I've tried, for some reason, my skin has not reacted well to, which is odd because it's a higher end brand and I am usually pretty okay with stuff, but I do like this oil. Now, this was a sample. I have no idea the cost of the full size. I did really like this for removing makeup because it was easy to use, worked well, felt nice on my skin, so it is one that I will have to look into in the future, but I have a feeling that it's expensive, so we will see. But it is one that I can recommend. Then I have a serum here. This is the Lancome Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate. I did really like this while I was using it, but I've since been using other serums that I like just as much, that don't cost as much, and this is pretty expensive, and I don't know if it's worth the price tag in terms of the results that you get back. Next is a product from Drunk Elephant. This is their Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil, and I typically use this in conjunction with a couple of their other products, the Sakari Baby Facial and the TLC Glycolic Night Serum, I believe it's called, because they are both chemical exfoliators. They work a little bit differently, but they recommend that when you use them, you use this along with it because it gives great moisturization and does good things for your skin. So typically when I'm using those products, I will follow up with this. Highly recommend only using at night because it does make your skin very oily and shiny, and would not work well with makeup or going out into the day unless you want to go for that shiny look. This is a lip balm that I used up. It is from Alba Botanica. It's their Hawaiian Lip Balm in Cool Mojito Mint. I got this as a little gift in my bridesmaid's bag, and I had never used this brand before. It had good moisturization, but just wasn't my favorite lip balm and probably not one that I purchase again. All right, we are nearly there. Just 2 more items to talk about. The first, an exfoliator. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliator. Again, it's a sample that I got, but it is the first time that I have used this particular exfoliator. I have heard a lot of good things about it, especially from Caroline Hirons, but I did like it. It did work well as an exfoliator and wasn't too harsh as some can be. So again, it's one that I would look into in the future, but I know Kate Somerville is a more expensive brand, but also a good quality brand. But I currently have many other exfoliators that I need to get through first before I think about buying any new ones. And the final product for this Empties is another serum. I've been loving my serums this winter because of dry, dehydrated skin, and this one is from Pure Lisse. I did get this in an Ipsy box, and it's their Blue Lotus Brightening Serum. It says it brightens an even skin tone, reduces dark spots, and is good for all skin types, including sensitive. It does have scent to it though. Let me see if I can find where it says the scent. It doesn't really, but it does have scent to it. And it says you can use morning and night after cleansing. Actually I did use it occasionally morning and night, but I mainly used it in the day before my Josie Maran moisturizer in order to add an extra layer of hydration, and my skin felt better and looked better when I used it as opposed to when I went in with just my Josie Maran moisturizer. So this is a product that I was really liking, my skin was really liking, and I will certainly look into in the future. I'm currently using another one to try to get through that, but this is one that I really loved and would like to get more of. So that is everything for this Empties. Hopefully I got through it in somewhat of a timely manner for you. I never can tell when I'm recording it how long it's actually been, but hopefully it was quick enough for you, and let me know if you prefer it being broken up into the categories like this, or if you would like to see it more random. I would love your feedback on that. I would also love to know your video requests, because while I have a couple left on my list, I am quickly getting through those and will be looking for even more new video ideas to do for you. So please let me know in the comments your requests of what you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon in another video. Bye!